Well, when you look at that, we've got a new Forbidden and Limited list update, and I'm assuming that that's to address the FTKs that have been going around in ranked, even though I don't think it's very good. I've talked about it a lot of times. I don't think the recent FTKs are the same level as some of the FTKs we have in the past, because they are really weak going second, and also people are playing hand traps that just completely stop the FTK. So the FTKs that don't win going second and also lose to hand traps, I just don't think they're very consistent and not good enough that you would be able to consistently get to King of Games with, or realistically get a high rank. You have to be really lucky, and I mean, I don't like seeing those decks, so it's always nice to see those decks being hit, but realistically, I don't expect too much from this balance. It doesn't have to do too much. I don't really care how hard they hit. If they just like slap it in the wrist, just like limit Dragon's Gunfire to 2 or 1, or ban Pot of Benevolence. I don't really care, to be honest. Let's see what they did. Okay, Black Pendant to 1, Dragon's Gunfire to 1, Burning Land to 1, Magical Excavation to 1, Tempest to 1, Athena to 1. Okay, they're hitting pretty much everything. They're just like, we've had enough, we're just gonna hit every single burn card. It's also nice that they're hitting the Athena FTK as well. I was under the impression that they are only going to hit the Dragon's Gunfire FTK, but it's nice that they're going to just going all out, pretty much. What does this even do? What? Each player draws 1 card. I'm assuming that that's like a thing you can do to trigger draw. Probably. So like that's like probably what you make for a draw hand loop, I'm assuming, because it forces your opponent to draw a card and then you can just draw them afterwards. And it's pretty funny that they limited this to 1 as well, so if they want to burn, they were gonna use like, what, Sparks? Oh yeah, they did hit Pot of Benevolence, that's pretty cool. Hinotama at 1, Goblin Thief at 1, Tremendous Fire at 1, Meteor of Destruction to 1, that's pretty funny that they have to go all out to do that. You know what I would think to be a better solution is that they just add a restriction to all of those crazy skills that let you draw so many cards, like the Graceful Charity skill. They should just add a restriction so that you can't burn full game that turn, instead of, hitting every single burn card. I don't think that's probably the way to go, but, to be honest, I don't really care. I mean, these FTKs aren't really that good in the first place. So, like, the way that they hit it is really irrelevant, in my opinion. But it's pretty funny to see that they went all out, and I mean, it's a good thing that they are hitting these FTKs so hard. Pot of Benevolence to 1 is also pretty good. So what if you have to burn your opponent, you have to use something like Uzaki? Ukazi? Whatever it's called. The Burning House one that burns for 400. I think that's like the highest burn damage that you can get without it being limited to 1 in terms of like a spell. So that's like your best option, I think. There are also a bunch of other trap cards that deal burn damage. I've seen people already experimenting with those trap cards in like a post-ban list version of the FTK. So like you can still do FTKs post-ban. Notably, I don't think... oh, they're actually hitting the Dark World one, never mind. But yeah, they can still use like terrible trap cards, like the Hita trap card where you tribute a fire monster and then you burn. You can still do that. And I've seen people use Coach King to draw cards and then rank up to make the Battle Boxer or whatever. Just like a Fire Xyz monster that has quite a bit of attack, and then you can just tribute that. I don't know if it's actually a Battle Boxer monster, but it's just Fire Xyz that you can rank up, and then you can just tribute it with the Heater Trap and then burn. So that's like another way you can FTK, but those are a lot worse, a lot worse, and those are really easy to stop as well. So now those decks not only lose to Draw, they also lose to Nib, they lose to Veiler because you can just Veiler the Coach King, they lose to Imperm, they lose to so many more things now that I think it's the hit definitely will be effective in making the FTKs not nearly as good. I mean, they weren't good at the first place, as I have said a lot of times, but now they're really, really bad. You can still do it. They didn't completely kill off every single FTK. People will still find ways to do it, but it's a lot worse. It's a lot worse. Not that they're good to begin with. Okay, they're also limiting a bunch of draw spells to Frey. That's pretty funny. Observatory, 7 stars, Wonder Wand, all of these draw spells, what Evelyn's Gift. Okay, they're limiting all of these to Frey so they can't be played together or played with something like Into the Void, which is pretty good. They're also hitting Dark World as well. And yeah, pretty cool list. Okay, so my thoughts is that I actually think it's probably did its job. Even if people find other ways to FTK, those are way less good now that the best draw spells and the best burn spells are all hit. The things that are not hit, they can still FTK, but they are a lot worse. It's not good. So, yeah, good list. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Bye.